Hello friends, welcome to Astra, the daily current affairs. This is 17th of April 2023. Those who are looking for this highlighted Hindu newspaper, you can download it from the description box that is given below in our description. Now, I have made separate videos for the editorials, the quick short videos, you can watch them. So I am going to quickly revise what exactly are the things that you have to focus on this Hindu. So starting with the front page. UP government forms judicial commission to investigate killings of Atik brothers. Now this is about the encounters and the law and order that has been gone out of hands in Uttar Pradesh, where you can write GS paper 2 and you can write it ethics. Only one thing, extrajudicial killing should not be allowed in India. And criminal justice system, this highlights the weakness of criminal justice systems in Uttar Pradesh particularly and in the so-called India generally. So these are the things that you have to remember in the front page. Going into the next, so both the things are related to it. Again, frequent fire mishaps are happening in Hyderabad. This is the fourth incident that has happened in the last 6 months or in the last 5 months. So you can write again it in governance. Governance means public policy. People are not learning, or the administrators are not learning in order to tackle these type of issues. As a result, once you are not learning from your mistakes, you are not going to be, or you are repeating it. Diplomacy with a change in terms of reference. PSIR students have to read it. General studies students have to read it. Very important. This is about West Asian politics, and I have made a separate video on this. Please watch it, a very short video of 3 minutes, it will be helping you. So what is this context? It is telling about why West Asian politics are in transition phase and how this transition phase is happening. Murder of law and order, this is about the recent encounters and the recent killings before the security personnel on the former Samajwadi Party MLA come the so-called gangster. Right, in this incident it is being said that if you are highlighting these type of glories, killing of people extrajudicially, that is going to be a very dangerous thing, not a whistleblowers one. So this is about the 2023 Pentagon Leaks. So where you can use only one term that you have to use it in GS paper 4 about right to know, that is right to know the information by the people. Second one is whistleblowers protection, and the third one is security of the state, that is security documents. So what are the recent things that you have seen in America regarding this? In America, it was started with the so-called 2015 Edward Snowden's revelations, followed by the so-called Chelesla Manning revelations. These are the two revelations that has happened. The last one is in 2022 Pentagoria leaks, that is by THEHINDU. THEHINDU is the person who has done it. Now, the past cannot be undone through recrystalline. This is about the recent atrocities that are happening across the Muslims, across the world. In this context, he has been saying what is the United Nations resolution and what exactly government of India is doing. Whether you can go for redemption with retribution. Obviously, retribution is not the way to go for redemptions. So, the only thing is you have to be tolerant. Otherwise, in the case of majority triumphalism, minorities are going to be very apprehensive and minority is going to attack on majoritarian triumphalism. Given these contexts, you cannot change the history by your by vengeance. This is what it is telling. I have made a separate video. Look at it. So these are the four things that you have to learn. After this, G7 ministers coming to work for carbon-free electricity by 2035. Very important. So G7 ministers, the group of 7 ministers meeting was held. We all know that Japan is the president of G7 this time. And what are the commitments that they have done recently in their climate talk? First one is to produce electricity free from carbon by 2035. The second one is 100,000 gigawatts of electricity to be produced from solar and 150 gigawatts by wind. All this is going to happen by 2030. Next one, going into the text, this one, it's time to plan your investment. This is about the old tax structure and the new tax structure that is present in India. Again, I made a separate video. Have a look at it. From today, I will be making short videos for each and everything. If you are interested, you can watch it. But in this, I am going to tell overall things, what you have to focus. After this, going to the text and context page, this you have to read. Again, a video was made by me on democratizing tiger conservation. Please have a look at it. So what exactly it is speaking? What is the success of our conservations? What is the limitations of our conservations? What is the way ahead of conservation? So you have to read this. So the last one is only one thing, that is Substack link. What is Substack link linked to or related to? It is related to Twitter, that is prelims question. These are the things that you have for in detail discussion of each and everything. Look at the small clippings that I have made. Thanks for joining. Have a great day.